Looking at ways in which the government can lead by example and can bring about change in the way that food is procured, the way it is served, the way it is handled, but also the way in which our food professionals are procuring themselves things like energy efficient equipment in their kitchen to ensure that we reduce energy consumption associated with the production of food. So although we are setting certain standards and requiring evidence, I guess, that these are being implemented when we offer our meetings, our events and our functions, we're also sort of expecting the much wider adoption of these practices in the community. And I think it's very powerful for a government to be saying we're going to use our procurement process to actually opt for more sustainable choices and raise awareness amongst the businesses locally about the significance of this sustainable catering.
And of course you're hoping for a multi-pronged attack in raising awareness. It's not just this initiative that you've got going on, but there is of course the matter of the Sustainability Awards, the first edition of it. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, and I'd like to mention the food award, the food category, since we're linking the two items together. We have a food for sustainability category, which recognises the way in which some of our business professionals are leading the way in implementing criteria associated with sustainable catering. Some of them recognise the impact that purchasing pork, chicken and fish can have a moderate carbon footprint. But if you opt for grains and vegetables, that's an even lower footprint, whilst beef and lamb can have a significant impact in terms of food production and greenhouse gases on our planet. So offering choice to the consumer, offering choice to those who are procuring services is a good way of expanding the sustainability impact of your food services. But talking about the categories, we have a food category and we have Calentita Festival, Nosh's Healthy Foods, Vicky's Natural Kitchen, shortlisted for this food procurement award. We also have other categories. Perhaps the most popular was the engagement for sustainability. We looked at ways in which the either businesses or community groups, NGOs, organisations are reaching out into the community to actually engage people in change for sustainable development. And that was our most popular. We had well over 10 submissions for this category. The other very popular category was planning, design and construction, which looked at ways in which planners, architects and developers are working together to offer more sustainable construction and design really in our community. So that was also very popular, and our judges had real difficulty shortlisting for these particular categories. But we have sports and leisure, sustainable events, we have the Minister's Award, which celebrates the work of the young generation, future generations that are really taking brave steps into raising awareness in our community about some of the key issues that we're facing in the future.
And what would you say the situation is in Gibraltar? Are you optimistic about our attempt at sustainability?
That's a very good question, Ian. I think we are very aware, but we're not always understanding how decisions we take every day actually does affect the issues we're aware of. If I mention waste again, I think it's very significant that we are almost obsessed with waste. And I think it's relevant and very important for us to consider waste options, and that we seek to recycle, that we seek to limit waste. But there are other key issues about sourcing, fair wage, animal welfare, particularly related to food, and carbon footprints that question sustainability at source and not at end of pipe. And I think that we are needing to raise more awareness about the importance of these bigger picture questions and how we can influence change at the beginning and not at the end of the process. If we can engage more people in asking questions, in making decisions that are more aligned with sustainability, we're going to see much more broader and wide-sweeping changes locally.